Saturday, December 27th, and we are back with 2 games in the NFL. On top of all of that, we have the college football playoffs. And in this video, you are going to get the 4 best player props on the entire slate, not to mention the sportsbook play of the day. Who's going to win, who's going to lose, the unders, the overs, all of that in this video. So make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you're locking in and get ready to go bananas.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me, we just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
Before we get rocking and rolling and going over all of these free plays I have in store for you in today's video, there's a little bit of something that I need from you that's absolutely free. It's super simple. It's extremely easy. Go ahead, smash that like button. You could have done it already by now, and it's a great way to support the channel. And on top of that, if we get 200 likes on this video, I will be giving all of the profits from the sportsbook play of the day, if and when that cashes, to one of you that likes the video and comments below. And if you're new here, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. I drop these every single day, never missing a beat. So make sure you're subbed so that you don't miss a free play drop. And on top of all of that, the single most important thing that you can do is going down below in the description. My buddy Stan is hanging out down there, and he's got so many things for you. And he'll send you over here. It's simply my Stan.store. The golden W is where you can get more bonus free plays every single day, on top of cheat sheets that are literally printing gold. And not only that, but he's got so many ways for you to be able to lock in all of these plays without coming out of pocket at all. And I know you guys just spent all your money on them Christmas presents. So any way to get that bankroll built back up is simply amazing. And these are some simple ways to do so. It's extremely important for you to take advantage of these so that you can build your bankroll without coming out of pocket at all. Sleeper, code FFAPE, you get a free $20 when you sign up with code FFAPE. Now, one of my members did say that the $100 deposit match, I think it comes after you bet that $20, but they should be also matching your deposit up to $100. And then code FTMCOX on Dabble, get you a free $25 without even depositing. Now, Prizepicks, you do have to bet $5 to get $50, but that's still a great promo. And then Betr, a free $10 plus a $200 deposit match, just to name a few. I'm sure you guys can read, but make sure you take advantage of these. And if you do, let me know. Send me the screenshot, send the proof over to the number down below, and you will get a free 30 days of premium plays so you can lock in with us, get those better, more research plays over in premium so you can cash out with us on the other side there. That's what Stan's got for you. So take advantage and go see my buddy Stan down below in the description. Now, before we get really rocking, really rolling in this video and talking all the free plays we have for Saturday, there's one last thing I have to get off of my chest. Gambling involves significant risk. There's no guarantee of profit, and you can lose some or all of your money. The content in this video is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legal age in their jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. Responsible gambling resources are down below, to include 1-800-GAMBLER in the United States. I just showed you all the affiliate links that we have in store for you guys, where you guys can receive free money to lock in these plays. I do receive a commission on signup, so it's another great way to support the channel as well. So send me that proof and I'll add on that free 30 days of premium. Now, what have we done on Friday? Well, it's still up in the air. Our first premium play has just started, and the rest of them in the NBA slate are pretty late on in the day. So I'm not waiting. I want you guys to get these lines. I want to drop this video as early as possible. I think these lines are going to move. I love where they are positioned right now. So I wanted to get them out to you as early as possible. Plus, I didn't drop a video yesterday. It was Christmas. I wasn't going to stay up late and do all that nonsense. Not for a couple NBA games. We did have a lot. I did drop free plays. I did drop cheat sheets all over on Winible. It just takes a little bit more time to record and edit and all that stuff to get this out to you guys on YouTube. So another reason just to take advantage, go over to Winible. My buddy Stan's got it all. But what did we do on Christmas? An okay day. Could have been much better. This was the free play in the Christmas video. Rockets, Cowboys, we smashed that one. The Cowboys were my favorite ones out of the whole slate, and the Rockets were my favorite ones out of the whole NBA slate to win on Christmas Day, and we paired them up for a nice -104 payout. Now, We also had the Broncos. We had the Cowboys at -2.5 with Prescott to throw 2 touchdowns. We cashed that one a nice -123 as well. Then we had the Cavs and the Knicks and the over 241.5, a -112 cash there. And then we sniped the defensive player Blake Cashman in that Vikings game. This one, as far as the game goes, kind of screwed us. I did think the Lions were going to win. Stupid me, because I did think the Vikings were going to cover, even with Max Brosmer in there. But I just thought there was too much leeway with that one, because the Lions coming off of 2 losses, there's no way they're going to lose 3 in a row, right? Dan Campbell won't allow that. Jared Goff, a Pro Bowl quarterback, he's not going to throw 100 interceptions and fumble the ball 100 times. No way. They got a Pro Bowl quarterback, a Pro Bowl running back, and a Pro Bowl wide receiver. There's no way they're going to lose to a banged-up Vikings team. Well, that defense had other things in store for them, and they ended up shocking, I think, everybody on Christmas. 23-10 victory, and maybe one of the most boring games I've ever watched in the NFL, especially because we were force-fed it, right? Because there was no other game on. So not a good game. I do think the NFL tried to bless us with 3 great matchups in the NFL on Christmas. There's not much they can do when everybody is injured on one team in every single game. That was kind of crazy how every single game had a triple backup or double backup quarterback in there. It was nonsense. We did not have a good day of Christmas games in the NFL. We had some great games in the NBA to watch, though. Could have been a lot better overall, but we still smashed some plays and made a little bit of money there. Just could have been a much bigger day, obviously, if those Lions didn't absolutely crumble, to include CeeDee Lamb, who we had in our free play going under 50 yards. He only had 46. And to include just the fact that Jared Goff didn't show up at all. So our free play on Christmas Day, I apologize. That went haywire, fast, and in a hurry, but we did cash the sportsbook play of the day out for you guys in that video. Now, I was running a special where you could get a free week with code Santa. I have now changed that because Christmas is over, but I still want you guys to be able to get in on the low. So if you use code Santa on the week pass, it's now 50% off, and there's still 80% off. 4 slots for 80% off the 2026 year pass. Just use 2026 if you want to get into premium while you can get it at a discounted rate, because once 2026 rolls around and once those are sold out, because they won't last long, that will be it. Now let's get into the free plays of the day for Saturday. And on top of that, we got 266 likes on the Christmas Day video. We had over 3,000 views. The fact that people weren't liking it, I was going to give away all the money in the world, but I'll be giving away 266. The play didn't even have to cash. It did in the sportsbook play, but I'm still going to give it away, $266. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to split it right in half. I'm going to give $100 to one person, $100 to another person, and then $66 to that third person there. So 3 people have the chance of winning some money in this video from the Christmas Day video. I guess that's not splitting it in half, but tomato. Let's get into free plays, and after we go over the player props, I'll be giving out the money, and then we will go into the sportsbook play of the day. Big Saturday. Love the slate, especially in college football, but there are some great matchups in the NFL that we have pinpointed, and we're going to talk about them. And our first prop comes in the Houston Chargers game, which I think is going to be the better matchup of the 2. The other one's got some backup quarterbacks as well. A lot of teams are banged up, but this matchup should be great. 2 powerhouses in the AFC, and I think it's going to be a big defensive battle over there in LA. And we're going to take CJ Stroud here for our first prop, over 9.5 rushing yards. I know that the Chargers rank 10th in the NFL in rushing yards allowed. They are a little bit, I don't know, better or worse against that quarterback position. They have it neutral on here, but they don't give up a ton of rushing yards, period. But this is only 10 yards to CJ Stroud, and I think they're going to struggle through the air because the defense in LA for the Chargers is actually 6th in the NFL in passing yards allowed. They dominate, they grind out, and the other thing that they also do is they like to control the clock and the tempo of the game, and I just think they're going to be running the ball a lot in this game on both sides of the ball, and I think that both teams are going to try to keep their offenses on the field as long as possible, rest their defenses who are star-studded, amazing defenses, and it's really going to just be a low-scoring, grinded-out game, but I think that we can still make some money on it. So we're going to take CJ Stroud over 9.5 rushing yards. He's averaging 14.5 in his last 10. He's gone over in 7 of his last 10 games, especially in these tighter matchups 20-10 against the Chiefs, he only got 5. 40-20 was a blowout, he got 10. And then this one, 23-21 against the Raiders, where he got 0. But those defenses on those teams are good defenses. These bad defenses, except for the Broncos here, they're second in the league. He still did it. I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to have to use his legs in this matchup. So we're taking CJ Stroud over 9.5 rushing yards on Saturday. And we're going right to the other side of the ball, and we're going to take the quarterback, Justin Herbert, to do the same, but we're taking him for a little bit more. Over 19.5 rushing yards. He's really been using his legs a lot more as of late. And I know that the Texans, the best defense in the NFL overall. They're 4th in the NFL in rushing yards allowed, but 19th against that quarterback position. I think they're going to be gobbling up everybody on the Chargers. I don't see Justin Herbert getting a lot of passing yards. I don't see wide receivers breaking out and getting open down deep. I think this is, like I said, going to be a grind out ground game where both teams try to run the clock out and play defense. And Justin Herbert's going to have to do something. He's going to have to pull a little magic out of his hat here. He's averaging 30.8 in his last 10 games. He's going over the 6 out of 10. These are not sexy props. I get that. But, I mean, you can put together your own sexy props. You can take over passing yards paired up with a wide receiver, which we do on the channel sometimes. But sometimes I want to give you guys something you're not thinking about. And we're taking Justin Herbert here all day long. I think he gets about 25 to 30 rushing yards in this game. So I love the line set at 19.5 here. So we're taking Justin Herbert for 19.5 rushing yards. And we're following that up with Omarion Hampton over 13.5 rushing attempts. With Kamani Vidal, who's been questionable, he's been non-participating all week. Omarion Hampton, he was a little bit banged up, but now he's been available as of late, and I think he's going to get all the touches in this game. And I've already said it 100 times in this video about how they're going to just grind it out, run the clock out. I don't think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I don't think this is going to be an air-it-out type of game. I think Omarion Hampton's going to get the ball. I like his rushing attempts versus his rushing yards because I just don't know what's going to happen with that defense. They could bottle him up. He could break for one big run. We just don't know. That is gambling. This is investing. And we're going to take Omarion Hampton over 13.5 rush attempts. I think this is the best play on the whole entire slate. Omarion Hampton is going to be the workhorse in this game, and I get it. Last 5. He's only done this in 2 of his last 5, but those last 2 are in the last 2 games. They've really been leaning on their young rookie. He's averaging 13.6 over those last 5 games. I like him to get it done once again in this matchup. 13.5. I think he's probably going to run for about 15, 16 attempts here. We like Omarion Hampton to go over 13.5 rushing attempts. And our last player, these aren't even listed yet because the Packers, at least on the books that I have and everywhere I'm looking, the Green Bay Packers player props aren't even available yet on a lot of apps, especially like DraftKings and FanDuel, the ones that I can use in New York. But I do think there's going to be a mistake being made. I do think that Jayden Reed is going to have a decent game against this Ravens team who is just not a great defense. They are going to have Malik Willis behind center. They are going to have to contend with Huntley for the Ravens behind center. I do think that the Packers might squeak out a W in this ugly game. Another game where we just get backup quarterbacks. But one thing I do think is going to happen, I think Jayden Reed is going to get it done through the air and on the ground. So we're going to take him. The line will probably be set around 32.5 rushing receiving yards, something around there. I would take him up to 40, but this is the 4th one. I want you guys to keep your eye on it when this line drops and take it right away because it will only go up. I believe he's going to have not a monster game, but a good game. And I do like him to go over his rushing and receiving line. And if it's super high, if I'm way off, just knock it down to 30, 40 rushing and receiving yards. As you can see, the last couple games, he only got 3 targets, 3 receptions. Now, remember, Malik Willis was in for most of this game. He got 35 yards through the air. And then on top of that, he got a rush for 6 yards. I think they're going to get fancy in this game. They got Malik Willis. I think that Malik Willis coming in the last game versus the Bears, he did a little bit better than what he's going to do versus the Ravens now that people are preparing for him all week versus Jordan Love. So I do think that the Ravens are going to have a good game plan against Malik Willis because they are a very good coach team. So I think that the Packers are going to get a little bit fancy here. I think they're going to have to go into their game book and dig out some plays that they don't run too often. And I do think that he gets probably, if you just wanted to take his rushing yards, you could. I think he probably gets 2 to 3 rushing carries in this game, believe it or not. So we're going to take Jayden Reed here. 32.5. I believe that's around where the line will be. Could be a little bit higher, but I would take him up to 40 rushing and receiving yards. I love that line set right there. So the fourth and final play, I know it's a little bit confusing. Wish I had it on Outlier for you guys. Wish we could have locked it in already. I'll be locking it in. You can see exactly how I locked this play in over on Winible for absolutely free. But I had to get this out to you guys because I think it's going to be one of the best plays on the day that nobody's going to really talk about. Jayden Reed rushing and receiving yards. And you can lock all of these plays in because this will inevitably drop on these books. You can lock this 4-man in on any of the apps that I showed you below and get your free money. I highly recommend Sleeper because you get that free $20. You get a $100 deposit match. And you'll also get a free square. It'll probably be like CJ Stroud for 1 passing yard. So you don't even have to worry if he rushes for 10 yards. And you can cash out the 4-man. It should be about a 5 to 6x payout on Sleeper for you guys on Saturday. Code FFAPE. Send me the proof and get that free 30 days of premium plays. Now let's pick the winner from Christmas Day. 3 of them, actually, because I'm going to give $100, $100, and $66 because we've got 266 likes. I was doing $1 per like. So let's see who gets the money. And here it is. It's loaded up, and I'm going to be picking whoever wins the money from commenting and liking the Christmas Day video. The first winner is Count Doku. Merry Christmas, my guys. Hit me up. The number below. Give you a free $100 just for liking and commenting on the video. Next up, we got Cassie Rosenberg. Appreciate you, my dude. These cheat sheets been robbing Vegas. They have been doing very, very well. So if you haven't got over to Winible yet, get on over there. I drop free cheat sheets every single day. And Cassie, hit my line down below for your free $100. And last but not least, Mary 8 Miss Boys. That's a good one. Legendary Glow. Hit up my line and get your free $66. So those are the winners for the cash giveaway. I'm going to pick one more to win a free week. Josh Davis, let's cash. Merry Christmas, everyone. Hit my line. You get a free week of premium plays. Let's do one more for a free week. Shane Reynolds, first time here. Awesome. And Merry Christmas. Shane, reach out. You get your free week there of premium plays. Now, let's get over to the sportsbook. The sportsbook play is literally why I wanted to release this so long, because I could have waited till later at night and seen what Jaden Daniels' line was at, but I have to get this out to you guys before this line moves because I have a feeling it's going to go way, way up and our payout will be less. So let's get into the sportsbook play of the day. Here it is. And you can lock this one in for absolutely free over on ONYX odds because with code FFAPE, you get a free $15. And then when you deposit just $10, they're going to give you $100 for absolutely free, just for, well, not free, I guess. You got to deposit that $10 so you get that $100 in bonus bets. It was $200 just the other day. If you were in Winnable, I dropped it so you guys would have known because they run specials on holidays, but $10 for $100 plus that free 15. It's still one of the best promos on the market. So take advantage, code FFAPE, and you also get that free 30 days of premium. Now, the play that I had to get out there before the lines move. All the money, all the public is all over the Texans. And I get it. The Texans have been playing great, but the Chargers are still a very, very good team. They're fighting for the number 1 spot in the AFC West. They are at home. The Texans have a good defense, so-so offense. The Chargers have a banged-up O-line. I get all of that, but I still think that the Chargers are going to edge it out. But just in case, I think it's definitely going to be a close game. So we're taking them for plus 3.5. We had to get this out now because this line is going to move with the way everything's pouring in. And then tomorrow, it could all change again. I think that the Chargers are probably going to be swinging a little bit down once everybody really catches on here, that they should be the ones that they're putting their money on and not the Houston Texans there. And then this is even more critical, the over-under. I get that the under-over is super, super low, 39.5, extremely low. We are adjusting it. We're taking under 49.5, but I wouldn't be mad at you if you took the Chargers money line and then the under 39.5 in this game. I don't think there's going to be a ton of points scored in this matchup. I do think that the Chargers are going to edge out at home, probably by a field goal, but just in case they lose by a field goal, we're covered on that end as well. I just don't think there's going to be a ton of offense in this game at all. I think it's going to be a game that a lot of you guys are probably going to be pissed off that that's the product that you're going to get. I'm still going to watch. I still don't mind the defensive matchups. I kind of prefer them, like I said earlier. But we got the Chargers plus 3.5, under 49.5, and especially with that under over, make sure you run over there. Even if you wanted to sprinkle on the under, because minus 105 is beautiful, beautiful odds. I think that this is a potential game here where it's going to be like a 10-7, maybe like a 10-3 type of matchup here. Super low scoring. So go on and get in there before the lines change. And hopefully I'm not completely wrong and you guys bash me down in the comments when it's 49-27 and the Texans win or something crazy like that. But I don't see that happening. I think this is going to be a very, very low scoring game. And the biggest indicator for me, not only just from my own knowledge, is the fact that all the data is on the under, but all the money and the bet percentage, the public is all over the over for whatever reason. So we're going to hammer that under. And then I think I'll give you the leans here, but that's the play. Hold on. Before we go any further, I was going to maybe give you my lean for the next game, but $100 is $79. So I'll round it up. $80 if we get 200 likes on this video. And if and when this play hits, one of you will get all the profits, that $80 down below. All you got to do is like and comment the video. And then I think my lean for the next game, I haven't done a ton of research on this game yet. I'm still banging along here, grinding it out. I'm dropping this at 7 Eastern time. I research these for hours, which is what premium members get. Hours and hours of research, saving you time so you don't have to put in the energy. And so you don't just click random bets and hope that they win thinking you know what's going on. But I think that my initial lean here, just from looking at this, would be Green Bay minus 3.5. I do think that they win pretty convincingly in this matchup. We'll see what happens there. The Ravens, they've just been falling apart more and more and more. Derrick Henry does not look like the same Derrick Henry, and I think the Packers are going to get it done at home. It's probably going to be freezing cold up there in Lambeau, so we like them to get that done. And the Ravens, I think their season's pretty much kaput there. So that's the lean for that one. If you want cheat sheets for college football, for everything on the slate tomorrow, get on over to Winible. I'll be dropping those cheat sheets over there. That's all I got for you guys for Saturday. We got a monster Sunday coming up, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that drop. We got tons and tons of great matchups. And one of my favorite matchups on the day, it doesn't mean a thing to the playoff picture, but I love that Cardinals-Bengals matchup. I think it's going to be a ton of fun to watch. It's going to be pointless, but it's going to be great, if you know what I'm saying. And then another one that I think a lot of people are going to be taking the wrong side in is the Steelers-Browns. So we'll talk about all of that on tomorrow's video. Just wanted to get this guy out to you guys so you can lock in before the lines change. Thank you guys so much for your time, and I'll see you in Sunday's free play video.